Hey brain geeks, I'm Mia, and today we're going to talk about this brain. It's a 34-year-old female with OCD, anxiety, and depression. So we did a brain scan here to look at her brain patterns, and we used the headset from Muse on a platform called MindLift. I'm a neurofeedback practitioner as well as a concussion therapist, and I do brain scans like this to help us get an understanding of the brain activity scans. Now, this is a snapshot of her brain that day, but it gives us an idea of the patterns that her brain can be stuck in and also how we can help. Looking at this brain, you can see the colors, different colors, and I'll explain quickly. First, left side column is eyes open, right side eyes closed, and then each of these little lines here is a different frequency. So the top would be delta, 1 to 3 hertz, then we move into theta, alpha, and beta down below. So all these are different frequencies. You can see green would be, and this is all based on comparing her to other brains of women her age. So by gender and sex, and then so it's based on a massive database from Muse. So blue would be less than normal of that frequency in that zone. Red would be more than normal, yellow, and so green is baseline. So just a quick look at the scan. Of course, you see the blues here. So less than normal in the sleeping and relaxed phase frequency, more than normal in this alpha zone and beta zone. So definitely a pattern that's showing up. This person has a hard time sleeping and they're spending a lot of time in hypervigilance and awareness states. So just to go deeper in it, reviewing here too, you'll see her task performance. She also did a task so brain testing of reaction time and those kind of things. We test those as well. Her reaction times were superior. She's not struggling with inattention or impulsivity, but her alpha response is technically above normal. Her frontal symmetry is balanced on paper. So there's a lot of good here. I want to say that with reds or blues, there's a lot of good in this brain, nothing major. But the challenge is showing up is her peak alpha is slow at 8 hertz. So this is concerning for her age. It means her brain processes information less efficiently. We would want her at around 11 hertz. She's at 8 hertz at peak alpha. Right off the bat, and with her eyes open, her alpha is very elevated in the back, suggesting heightened arousal state. Her system is always on alert. So this is another thing. Hypervigilance is very tiring. With her eyes closed, her frontal theta waves, so you can see her theta waves are in here, especially on the left, they rise up when she closes her eyes, and that's the worry loop zone. So she's got ruminating thoughts, anxious thinking. Her frontal theta beta ratio is elevated, which points to emotional dysregulation, low mood, and that cycle of overthinking. Importantly, her brain doesn't downshift well into relaxation. She can't turn it off, so her sleep's going to be poor as well. So all this blue at the bottom here, her brain doesn't like going into relaxation mode. It's staying in these upper zones, hyperarousal. So just in general, her brain's gotten into this pattern, and so how can we help? So with neurofeedback, we would want to help her brain feel more comfortable in a relaxed state. So she would be using the Muse headset, and it's got these sensors on it. What we would do, she would have this at home, and with the MindLift platform, we would set up a program so that we're helping her brain spend more time in relaxed state. So she would watch a video like Netflix or YouTube. We would set the protocol to speed up her alpha focus and reduce the frontal theta activity. So we would set this all up in her program. She would just open up the MindLift app, but then she could watch Netflix or YouTube through that. But what happens is the screen would get brighter and the volume would go up. Everything would get clearer when she's in the right frequencies. The headband is measuring, but the video would get dimmer and the volume go down. Everything doesn't work as good and it feels very fuzzy when she's not in the right frequency mode. So her brain starts figuring out. You don't do it by thinking. You allow your brain to get the feedback from the screen to come back to you. Your brain starts figuring out, okay, I need to do this for the screen to be clearer and the volume to be louder. Then she would watch the video 20 minutes at a time, maybe longer, but do that at least 3 times a week, hopefully a little bit more for training. After 20 to 40 sessions, it takes a while. We have to do, it's like going to the gym. You have to train your brain, but we're training it to be in a more comfortable, in this more relaxed state. So we would do a training protocol like that for her on the platform. Every day or every other day, she would go in, just watch her normal Netflix show that she loves or YouTube videos or whatever. But her brain starts figuring out and spending more and more time. And then we can fine tune the frequencies based on her results from what her brain's doing during these sessions, help it get back into flow, to rebalance. We can start changing this pattern of not being able to go to sleep, being stuck in this anxiety loop. So we would train her brain into healthier, less of that anxiety rhythm and healthier sleep rhythms as well. So neurofeedback is amazing for helping with focus, helping reduce anxiety, and helping our brains get comfortable in sleep mode if they've gotten out of that pattern for whatever reason. So this is just one example of one brain here, but we could definitely help her with neurofeedback programming. And then like within probably it would take like 3 months, we would rescan and look, and you would definitely see a change in her brain here. So this is one brain. If you're curious about what your brain activity might look like, check out the links in my bio. You can get a scan and personalized training right from your own home. All you need is this Muse headset, and then we use a clinical platform to help you with brain training. So this is a drug-free brain training approach that is clinically proven to help. It takes time, it takes effort, but if this is something, I mean, your brain is here for a long time and you're here for a long time, and you want to help your brain be balanced and be able to focus and not be tiring out. So if this feels like something that might be for you, you can click the links in my bio to learn more about the brain scans, the programs we do with neurofeedback. But if you're just a geek that loves learning about brains and brain patterns, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel so I can share more with you. I'm brain curious. I'm sharing everything I'm learning with you about brain healing, concussion care as well. That's one of my main focuses in my clinic as well. Just remember, brains do change. If you're struggling with something, maybe some information here will help you, and just keep taking care of your brain. It's really important.